Tentative deal reached between Ontario Government, CUPE, Dan Kearns, The Standard, Durham, Kawartha Lakes. The Ontario Government has avoided a second strike by Ontario CUPE, Canadian Union of Public Employees, school workers, as a tentative bargaining agreement has been reached. Throughout these negotiations, our government's focus has always been keeping students in the classroom without disruption, a statement from Education Minister Stephen Lecce read on Sunday, November 20th. I am pleased to formally announce the Crown, the Canadian Union of Public Employees, and the School Board Trustee Associations have reached a tentative agreement which keeps schools open so kids can stay in class. I know this is welcomed news to all students, parents, and workers alike, who now have the certainty they've been looking for. On Wednesday, November 16th, CUPE had served the government with a 5-day strike notice, meaning if no deal was reached by the end of Sunday, their school employees would have returned to the picket line. In a statement, CUPE's Ontario School Board Council of Unions, OSBCU, bargaining unit, stated they will be bringing a tentative agreement to the membership for ratification votes, and their members will now be reporting to schools to continue supporting the students who we are proud to work with. CUPE school employees include secretaries, clerks, technicians, custodial and maintenance staff, and educational assistants. These CUPE workers had previously held a province-wide walkout on Friday, November 4th.
Scugog welcomes new and returning council members at the inaugural meeting. Dan Kearns, The Standard, Scugog. In front of friends, family, and community members, the acclaimed and elected Scugog council members were sworn into office on Monday, November 21st. The inaugural council meeting for this term of office was held at the Scugog Community Recreation Centre. The event opened with town crier Bill McKee addressing the crowd with a unique cry about the election results, as well as singing the national anthem. Then, Durham Regional Chair John Henry was given an opportunity to address the audience and the new council members. Members of council, to you, I say, I want to continue in the work of cooperation between the region and the township. I know for the mayor and your regional councillor, the next couple of days after today will be very busy at regional council. We live in the greatest region in all of Canada, Mr. Henry said. Scugog CAO Ken Nix stressed the importance of service to the community. It is a tough job. I think at the heart of it, deep down, for virtually everybody who runs for council, it is the desire to serve and give back to your community. And for that, I appreciate it as a resident. I think it is wonderful. Council puts themselves out there to deal with the issues and the opportunities which face the residents of Scugog. Mayor Wilma Watton was the first member to take her oath of allegiance and to sign the declaration of office before being handed the mayoral chains by the previous mayor, Bobby Drew. 12 years ago, I stood before you, a nervous and somewhat shy new Ward 4 councillor. Today, I am absolutely thrilled to stand before you as your mayor, Scugog's new mayor shared. Mayor Watton mentioned waterfront action plan projects, improving communications between the township and residents, and advocating for long-term care expansion, as well as for more affordable housing, as some of the priorities for this term of council. I believe in giving back and will continue to do so, Mayor Watton declared. Other members sworn into office included Regional Councillor Ian McDougall, Ward 1 Councillor David Leroy, Ward 2 Councillor Jana Guido, Ward 3 Councillor Robert Rock, Ward 4 Councillor Harold Wright, and Ward 5 Councillor Terry Coyne. Councillor McDougall alluded to one of the issues the township will have to face going forward. In Scugog, right now, there are not a lot of options as to where people will move when they leave their single-family homes. Get ready for Scugog 2022 winter break camps. Courtney McClure, The Standard, Scugog. Registration for Scugog winter break camp is now open, and registration for March break camp opens on December 5th at 7 a.m. Camp registration closes the Friday before the week either camp starts. Interested families can register their kids online, over the phone, or in person at the Scugog Arena during office hours, Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. 20 campers per day are expected. They get to do a lot of activities, explained Ms. Rom. We get to go outside in the snow and build snowmen. She added, skating is a great part of winter break camp, as are the crafts they do. Winter break camps allow kids to see new faces and make friends with other kids in their community. It also provides childcare for busy families. Over the winter break, the Scugog Arena offers open gym times for groups. There will be equipment and stuff to play with for different age groups as a drop-in activity, which is $5 per drop-in. The arena staff will host 4 holiday workshops from January 3rd to January 6th, 2023. You can register online, and there is an $8 fee per workshop. For more information about camp registrations, refund policy, and more, please check out the Leisure Guide, which is available on the Township of Scugog website at scugog.ca. You can find the Leisure Guide by typing scugog.ca/leisure guide into your web browser. The new Kawartha Lakes Council was sworn into office at a recent meeting. Dan Kearns, The Standard. Kawartha Lakes. The new and returning City of Kawartha Lakes mayor and councilors were sworn into office at the inaugural council meeting on Tuesday, November 15th. The meeting began in council chambers, with each member introduced by town crier Athel Hart. Returning members include Ward 1 Councillor Emma Eo, Ward 6 Councillor Ron Ashmore, and Ward 8 Councillor Tracy Richardson. Doug Elmsley, who had served the last term as a councillor, was elected mayor of the municipality. New members include Ward 2 Councillor Pat Warren, Ward 3 Councillor Mike Perry, Ward 4 Councillor Dan Joyce, Ward 5 Councillor Eric Smeaton, and Ward 7 Councillor Charlie McDonald. Each of these members took the oath of office and signed the declaration of office in front of Superior Court Justice Drew Gonzalez. New Mayor Elmsley also put on the mayoral chains for the first time. The Reunion Choir also performed music. Following the musical interlude, Councillor Warren nominated Councillor Richardson to serve as the first deputy mayor of this term of council. Councillor Yeo tried to nominate Councillor Ashmore for the role, but could not find someone to second the motion. So, Councillor Richardson was acclaimed as deputy mayor and will serve with that title until December 31st, 2023. It is an honor and privilege to be sitting as the first deputy mayor of this next term of council, she said. I think we've built a lot of momentum in the past term of council with proper communication and education, and we need to continue that. To close the event, new Mayor Doug Elmsley had an opportunity to address those in attendance and those watching the live stream online. Some of us have been on council previously, and we know the many challenges which lie ahead, from balancing budgets to juggling multiple committee meetings to making time to hear from our constituents. Others are brand new to this role, and I look forward to hearing their fresh insights. It is only by challenging the way we have always done things that we can improve. Kawartha Lakes, as a municipality, has shown its commitment to continuous improvement, and I know this council will embrace that value. Mayor Elmsley stated, this council will work together for the greater good and treat each other with respect. Conversations at the council table will be inclusive of all communities within our vast area of Kawartha Lakes, so no one feels left out. Mayor Elmsley listed the upcoming budget, affordable housing, investments in roads, and decisions on the future of city landfills as upcoming priorities for this council.
A hero, Dan Kearns, The Standard. A couple of weeks ago, the world lost one of the icons of my childhood, voice actor Kevin Conroy. Mr. Conroy was well known for voicing Batman in many shows, movies, and video games, starting with the Batman animated series. With a column named Cearnsader, those of you reading likely know I'm a fan of comic book characters and superheroes. My first introduction to Mr. Conroy's work was through the Justice League animated series. From the first episode, the show hooked me. I wanted the toys, the pencil case, and really any other merchandise with images of the show's characters. However, despite having a heavy lineup of characters with superpowers, my personal favorite character was always Batman. I wanted to see more of his work, and I got excited whenever Kevin Conroy voiced Batman in another show or movie. I think Mr. Conroy showed through his portrayal of Batman over the years you don't need powers to make a difference. Sometimes all you need to have is the right attitude and a sharp mind. In the shows and movies, Batman was never outmatched or intimidated by heroes or villains with superpowers. This would have obviously been a challenge for Mr. Conroy. How does one make it so Batman seems like he belongs with the world's finest? He made it work, and in a big way, with Batman sometimes seeming like the Justice League's leader. Though what has always stuck with me about his portrayals is how he brought real humanity and emotion to a bit of a darker character. Just from how he spoke, I could tell when his character was feeling deep hurt or sadness, as well as how much Batman truly cared about his super friends, his sidekicks, and butler. I often still quote some of Mr. Conroy's greatest lines, such as the "I am vengeance" speech. Apologies to Adam West, Michael Keaton, and other voice actors who have taken on the role of the Caped Crusader over the years, but to me, Mr. Conroy was the true iconic voice of Batman. The world has now lost a great talent, and for some, a great hero. Rest in peace, Mr. Conroy, and know you've impacted superhero fans like me greatly.
The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio for the Standard newspaper.